Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and today we're going to take a look at some affordable attachments for moving hay bales with a compact tractor. We've got one for the front of the tractor to move them with the loader, and one for the 3-point. So I haven't even opened these boxes up and looked at them myself, so let's go check it out. So this will be my first time baling hay. Previously, I've had a neighbor baling it, and then I got to keep 1/3 of the hay. And I would move the bales with pallet forks on the skid steer, which worked, but it's not nearly as stable using pallet forks. Looks like this package is the actual spears. I actually ordered these quite a while ago, and at the time I wasn't sure what baler I was getting. I ended up with a 3x3 round baler. So I'm not even sure if I'm gonna need these. In the past, the neighbors, when they baled it, they did 6x6. And those weigh like 1,500 pounds. It depends on how tightly they're packed and if it's wet or not. But I ordered this with the idea of being able to handle the large round bales. I don't know which box has the front end loader attachment and which has the 3-point attachment. All right, this one actually has the bale spears inside of it. This looks like a 3-point attachment. You know what? I don't really care for unboxing videos with stuff like this. It's going to be really simple and straightforward. So I'll get this put together and set up, and I'll be right back. Well, this is nice. This doesn't weigh anything. Obviously, it'll be a lot heavier when it's got the hay spikes on it. Pull my pins out here. That can come in. Okay. I'll drop this guy down. I don't think we want this perfectly level, but I think we want it closer. And actually, one side of this is screwed out a lot further than the other. Let's go ahead and even up that amount of threads on each side. So we take our short spikes and put them in these side holes and then tighten this bolt down on it. It's got a recess spot on the bale spear that this bolt drops down into. It's not just like a set screw, which doesn't really give you as much holding power as you'd want for something like this. But when it drops into a channel on the spear, that's gonna hold a lot better. I've moved the large round bales with a single spear before. And the thing is, if you don't punch that dead center, then when you go to pick it up, it'll roll and the weight shifts on you. It's a lot better to have the 3 spikes set up. I like things that are dual purpose. So in addition to using this as a bale spear, you can also use it as a trailer mover. We have a receiver right here, so you can put a drop hitch in here or a straight hitch for moving your bumper pull trailers around. And then it's got a ball on the top that screws in right here for moving your goosenecks around. It's just a little extra touch. It comes with the ball. It does not come with this hitch for the bottom. Okay, then the last step is installing the actual spear. Slide that through with a nut on the back. The nut has a taper that goes into a taper on the back. I do find it interesting that on the hay spear itself, it says 1,500 pound rating. And the 3-point version that we're looking at right now says rated for 1,600 pounds. The one that goes on the front end loader says 3,000 pounds. This says 1,600. That seems backward, like you should have more rating on a rear attachment. And I wonder if that's the actual rating on a single spike. I don't know, but the front has 2 spikes and it's rated for twice the weight, so I think it probably is. The thing about Vevor is I'm never going to make the claim that this is the greatest thing you can buy. It's just an inexpensive way to move a hay bale. This setup right here costs like $250. You can save some money using my discount code, which is in the description of the video. I wasn't sure if something mounted on the 3-point, the way that is, would actually be tall enough for my gooseneck. So let's find that out real quick before we move on to the front loader. All right, that definitely was not an issue. I was able to move it without even lifting the jack on the trailer, so no problem there. So this, the front end loader setup has basically no setup at all. You just drop that in and put the nuts on. So you got about 2 minutes of setup to tighten these two nuts up. A bale spear is about as simple and straightforward as it comes. You need something to hold those spears on there, which are pretty much universal, and then you can pick up the bales. So my thought process on this is it's not something complicated with a bunch of moving parts that you need to be really selective about. It just needs to pick up bales. And I don't think you'll find many options that are cheaper than this for moving a few bales. I'll put links in the description if you want to buy the same bale spears I've got. I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.